climbing the big white pine tree. Climbed before, but never with a GoPro mounted to my head. So, yeah, let's get going. I don't know how much battery I've got left on this thing, so I gotta go quickly. I like to climb trees pretty high. I'm not a bottom branch dweller. I'm a I don't know, high altitude bird. That was, oh god. Where is it from here? What do you think? Yeah. That trunk, one of those two. I'm thinking probably this one. This big piece of, no, maybe not actually. Might transfer over. I don't know, see what happens. I don't think I planned this out quite like I did last time. Yeah, we're already pretty high. But hold me, but how do I? Did I use that? Huh. Oh, I see. Okay. So, a lot of people think that you can't use these things. It's not exactly the greatest idea, but if you get your foot right here, then you can grab something and hoist yourself up. But when you put your foot far out, that becomes a problem. I personally find going down to be the most difficult part of climbing a tree. That part I usually take more time with. There was one time I was climbing a tree where the limb I was standing on, I put my foot too far out and it broke from beneath me, and I was left hanging 30-40 feet up in the air by one hand. That was fun. Well, not fun, exciting, because fun and exciting are two very similar sounding things on the surface, but once you analyze them, fun implies, well, so you can have fun and exciting, but then there can be exciting, which can also include absolute terror, which is what I felt in that exact moment, and that was the reason I didn't let go. Not sure how much higher I can take this. Sorry, I bonked you there. Are we capped? How high would you say we are? I think we're like, I don't know, 50 feet? Maybe not 50. Possible. We're pretty close to the crown. That's the top of the tree for anybody doing that. I'm not going to take this any higher. Well, maybe I can get up onto this one branch here. We'll try that. If it opens more up there, we might continue on. This is a big tree. Yeah, I think that's where we stop. You just about see above all the other trees. Got a good view out there. There's a big ravine. So what you're seeing is actually the very top of another tree right there. Trees are nature's playground. Alright, let's go back down. Move out of the way, please. Branch. Thank you. Wouldn't want to fall down in there now, would you? That'd be a sad day. Oh. Yeah, that's like a booby trap we find in like a cartoon or a movie or something where they've made a pitfall with spikes at the bottom that'll just kill you. That's what that reminds me of. Another thing I've heard from other people when I tell them about, when I show them, when I climb a tree for them because they don't think I'm gonna climb it that high, is that a dead branch is a rotten, weak, mushy old branch. It can be, so you test it, but when you get a pine tree, a white pine, which is the one I'm climbing, one of the better climbing trees, especially when they're like an open. This tree was off of the assumption of the fact that there's gigantic limbs at the bottom. It's probably, I mean, I live basically right in a field. My house is, you can see it through the trees, but a field growing tree, its goal isn't to get above all the rest of the trees. It's to branch out and get as much sun as possible, which is why this tree has such big, thick limbs at the bottom. But over time, some younger trees came along, started growing, and they wanted to get above this tree, so this tree also had no choice but to start growing up. And as it does that, it blocks shade to the canopy below that used to be happy and fine, doing all the good things. And how did I do this? Oh yeah, we got transfer. I don't like that branch. Not putting my foot there. See, that was an accident waiting to happen. Whenever I climb a tree, I always try to get rid of those, just so I don't forget about it. The fact that there's a dead branch and then step on it and fall to my death. Alright, now I grab here. Say hello to the leaves, everybody. Alright. Yeah, so like, that's the whole reason white pine is logged so much, is because it grows quickly and it can get above like hardwood trees that grow slower, and it grows straight. That's why people log it. I swear, this tree gets harder and harder to climb every single time I climb it. Probably with that bit in. It's wholesome. Did my camera die? Content. Alright, almost done. And a lot of the times a branch can surprise you in how much it can actually flex and bend. But when it does break, if it flexes a lot, it's not going to give you much of a before it actually goes. It'll be sudden and you won't see it coming. So I try to avoid bendy branches. Although I do occasionally like to climb up a sapling all the way to the top and let it slowly bend over, and then I'll touch the ground. Yeah, this is a big hunk of wood. Alright, now we're done. Back to terra firma, I think that's earth. Or ground. But hope everybody enjoyed this, and you'll hear from me next time.